That's not tough. I didn't have a great game. Being able to be in different spots is something that Bruce works with us a lot on. During training, we start in certain formations, but when we do a lot of our ball movement and stuff like that, he moves guys around so they're comfortable. I think we were a little bit better with Giassi wide and myself up front. I think we were a little more dangerous. We just couldn't get the second goal, and that ended up almost hurting us. But all in all, it turned out good.
Landon over here. Just wondering if you could talk a little bit more about the tactical switch at halftime. How did the game open up for you when you moved into the middle? And then also your emotions right at the final whistle.
There was a lot of space as they attacked and the ball turned over. We didn't do a good enough job creating real chances. So I think they wanted to get me closer to goal and put Giassi in a spot where he could be more effective out there. So it was sort of simple as that. You know, it looks genius. Sometimes those things don't work out. It's you go on a feeling, and Bruce, that was Bruce's hunch. The feeling at the final whistle is it's so mixed and so wrapped up with so many different emotions, and so more than anything, it's joy, but it's really joy for the other guys who haven't been a part of this or who I know how much it means, and so it's so nice in this phase of my life to be able to help contribute to that.
Hi, Landon. Congrats. Tell me about where the Galaxy now sits on sort of the North American soccer landscape. What's this club's position, and why has it reached that position? Thanks.
When this league was founded, it was founded on the idea of parity. And the league does everything in its power to ensure parity. So when you have a team that wins 3 titles in 4 years, it's pretty special. And so when you put it in that context, it's not like we're Manchester United or Chelsea who won 3 out of 4 years. We're not the Yankees who won 3 out of 4 years. We're not the the Celtics or the Lakers who win 3 out of 4 years. We're a team that has the same rules that everyone else has, and that's a huge credit to Phil, to Dan Beckerman, Chris Klein, and to Bruce Arena for being able to do that. So when you put it in that real context, I think it's a lot more special than just winning 3 out of 4. And to me, that's as important, if not more important, than the individual stuff. Because, don't get me wrong, goals are great, assists are great, awards are great, but soccer is a unique game where you can't as easily influence a game. You know, in basketball, there's 5 guys on the court. In football, there's a quarterback who can always influence a game. In soccer, to be able to influence a game and consistently be a winner is very difficult. So I've always tried to do that. Today, I didn't have a great game as far as technically and that stuff, but I felt like I was doing things to help. Other guys didn't have great games, but they did things to help win. And to me, I'm very proud of being in that company. That is harder than anybody realizes.
Congratulations and thank you for all the years. You've spoken in the past about how the mental game affects the physical game and how a healthy mind promotes a healthy performance on pitch. Do you see yourself championing that later in your career someday?
Probably. I think probably more in a individual one-on-one way. I can probably help people. I haven't taken the proper time to think about it, but obviously I've been very open about some of my struggles, and I think it's probably the last really untapped part of sports, and it's pretty fascinating because it's your mental state, emotional state can dramatically impact your performance, and so it's actually mind-boggling to see sports spend hundreds of $1 million on things, but not focus on that. So perhaps that'll change in the future. Perhaps I'll be a part of it, but for me, the more meaningful way is to help individuals, and if you can help one person, that's what
That's going to be our last question. Go ahead.
Landon, over here. We always talk about athletes who hang on too long, or we see them decline in the later years. Your stats showed that you still were producing like you have been through the years, and you leave a champion. How important was it for you to leave on this type of note, to be able to say, well, I still produced out on the field and I left the champion?
That in and of itself wasn't that important to me. I wanted to be a champion for a lot of reasons, but not to say I can still do it. I know the struggles I go through every day with my body and getting myself healthy every day and that kind of stuff. Could I play longer physically? Yeah, probably. But this just feels right for me, and so it's always better to retire than to get cut. That's for sure. And I'm fortunate that I'm able to do that. So yeah, and I guess lastly, is that the last question? For all of you that have been around for a long time, and even a short time, Bill, I appreciate all you guys do for the sport, and I know it's a professional relationship, but a lot of you guys are out there and really care about it the way we do, and it's been a long grind. I can't think of many less glamorous jobs than being a soccer reporter in this country, but you guys are passionate about it and you care, and we really appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you for all that. I appreciate it.
¿Lo puedes decir en español eso, Landon?
That's a lot.
Es cortito.
Gracias a todos ustedes en la prensa. Normalmente no tenemos la oportunidad de decir gracias a ustedes también, pero ustedes están aquí con nosotros también cada día, apoyándonos, apoyando nuestro deporte en este país, y de todos nosotros les digo gracias para todo.
Gracias.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
¿Ha ganado el título de primeras?
Cuando anotamos segundo gol, estaba pensando en que vamos a ganar otro campeonato, pero mañana puedo pensar en más cosas. En el momento estoy feliz y estoy en el momento que ganamos esta copa.
Landon, congratulations.
Thank you.
To part of here. There was that free kick late in the game, and it seemed like things slowed down. It was like slow mo. It seemed like it was a shoot for a Gatorade commercial or something. Were you just wrapped up in the game to kind of see kind of that moment as something other than what it was? And secondly, the Galaxy, now that you're leaving, do you think they're in good hands? Do you think they'll continue to keep winning these trophies like they have in 3 out of 4?
Yeah, I mean, you're in the moment in the game. It's hard to think about anything else than that. This club is clearly more than one player. They do things right here. There's a lot of organizations in this league, and some of you guys, may or may not follow them, that don't really do things right. And this club, this organization, this team does things right, and it starts at the top. Phil Anschutz is as passionate and caring an owner as you'll see. He's behind the scenes. You guys don't see a lot of him. We don't see a lot of him, but he cares. Dan Beckerman, as good of a human being as I've been around, and that filters down. You guys all know Chris Klein. He was a roommate of mine for many years and has so much respect. And Bruce. So when you have that spine in an organization, the organization is going to be successful regardless of who's playing. La más importante para mí es que tengo que vivir mi vida y tengo que ser feliz. Yo sé que va a ser difícil para algunos. También en mi familia hay algunos que están muy tristes. Pero lo más importante es que yo estoy seguro en lo que quiero hacer en mi vida. Y un momento me siento muy bien porque yo sé que eso es el tiempo correcto.